Alright, what's up bringers? This is Travis with my Bringback, and this is going to be your third Java tutorial. We won't get into anything too specific, but I kind of just want to show you the idea of what object-oriented programming is. We have our starting class here, our starting point, which it has the main method, but the beauty of object-oriented programming is the objects, obviously. But what is an object? Well, think of it this way. Everything around you is an object right now. This glass of water you have, your dog, whatever. We're going to just kind of use the example of a dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our source and our default package, just right click on it, go to new class, and what we're going to call this class? Well, we're going to call it dog. And what we can do is kind of define what dog is, and how we do that is we set up methods that the dog can do. And how you set up a method is we're just going to say void and then just something like bark and then parentheses and then an open bracket, and this is where we'll define the bark method that the dog class can use. So we're just going to say something that you guys kind of recognize, system dot out dot print, and it's just gonna say wolf. Now that's pretty lame, but yeah, that's what it's gonna say. Obviously it's just gonna print out the wolf statement when it's called. But first I want you guys to notice, this is why I also kind of did these two classes here, because when the compiler works, it's gonna look for this main function, or this main method. So basically only one class can have the main method, and that's what it's going to look for. So that's what this line kind of means. We'll kind of break down that as we go as well. I don't want you to get focused too much on it. But so it's going to go to this main class first, and we're just going to delete everything we did the last tutorial. And instead of setting up like an integer variable or like a string variable, we're going to set up a dog variable. And how you do that? Pretty much the same way. First we're going to define what the variable is. It's a dog, and then we're going to name it. So we're going to name it Jerome. So that's our dog's name. And basically what we want to do is set Jerome equal to something. We're just going to say, and this might be confusing, but we'll get into this later. We're just going to say he's a new dog. And now we can tell Jerome to do some things, like Jerome, and then just hit dot, and Eclipse will pull up the methods that are available within Jerome. So far we've only defined one, which is bark, and then we're just going to hit the colon right there. And now what's going to happen is the compiler is going to go to this class, the starting point, which at that point it's going to create a new dog object, and it's going to create the new dog out of it pretty much, and then it's going to use the bark method, which is all it is just system print out. So it's going to print out the wolf. So let's give it a go. We're just going to save all the projects or all the classes and hit run. And as you can see down here, just the expected result. So we can also say like go into the dog class. We can set up another method, void like let's see, like dig. Yeah, that's something Jerome would do. Stupid dog. Alright, so now the dig method is just going to say system.out.print, and it's going to say it's just going to say what? It's just going to say what? Who knows what that means? I don't, but that's basically what that method is. I just wanted to show you again, if we just run this, it just still has the wolf because it's not even recognizing this dig method. But to make a beatbox, hold on, I'm sorry, I just thought of something. We're gonna have to put a space after this for the example, even though it doesn't really matter. But we can say something like Jerome in our main class, Jerome dot text message, dot dig, and then the semicolon, and then Jerome dig. This is just kind of getting you familiar with object orientation and or object-oriented programming and kind of what it's used for. So we basically created our own dog class, and now when we run this, it's just going to go bark, dig, dig, which is woof, wah, wah, and dog language. So hopefully you guys kind of get what's going on. Obviously nothing's too specific here, like you don't know what the new is or why this is dog with like parentheses there. But I just kind of wanted to show you the idea of object-oriented programming and what an object is. Basically an object's everything, like a dog. I mean, it's more detailed description than that, but you can basically think of everything as an object. And I hope that helped. See you guys later. Peace.